Hello everyone, I hope you're all okay. We've done some fantastic work over the last few days and you've learnt some skills which are going to be really helpful for the next couple of days when we're planning and doing our writing. So today we're going to plan our information text and tomorrow we are going to start writing it. And it's going to be all about the Stone Age. And I'm going to read you this story, The Stone Age Boy, to help you, because this is all about a boy who finds himself in the Stone Age and he learns lots of wonderful things about the Stone Age people. I just want to show you this page at the very beginning of the book. It's got lots of beautiful illustrations and very excitingly, it's a roe deer. Sorry if you can't see the writing, it might be backwards, but that is definitely a roe deer. Stone Age Boy. An amazing thing once happened to me. I was wandering in the woods when I tripped and found myself falling down, down, down. He is in the woods. When I woke up, I was in a cold, dark place. I could see daylight in the distance and I stumbled towards it. Outside, everything was different. I realised I was lost, completely lost. So I walked and walked and walked. There he is in the cave and off he goes to see what he can find. Then, to my relief, I saw someone, a girl. She was about my age, but she didn't look like any of the girls I knew, and I don't think I looked like any of the boys she knew. There they are meeting, and I think she's investigating what he looks like because he looks peculiar to her. She took me home to meet her family, and what a family it was. They looked very strange, but they were kind to me and gave me some stew. I couldn't understand anything they were saying, though I worked out my new friend's name was Om. Then I must have fallen asleep. Her family and their lovely camp. The next morning, Om showed me round the camp. Everyone seemed busy and had a job to do. Over the next few days, I saw so much I'd never seen before. Om's people had no knives and forks, no plastic, no metal even. Everything they had was made of wood, stone, animal skins, or bones. There's the camp, lots of things going on there. I saw them making fire. And it tells us all about how they make the fire. Making tools. Using tools, preparing and using animal skins, preparing and cooking food. I'll take some photographs of these pages and upload them for you so you can see all of those wonderful things that the boys saw them doing in the camp. One afternoon we went to the river. The little ones picked berries and nuts, but Om and I watched the men fishing. They held their pointed spears high and stood still as trees. Then suddenly, swoosh! Their spears dropped like lightning and came up again, spiking, wriggling silver fish. Suddenly, a boy ran up shouting and pointing at the hills. At once, several people grabbed their spears and followed him. Om and I followed them. Slowly, slowly we crept forwards until we saw a reindeer. It was standing alone, munching the grass. There they are fishing, and here they are having a look at that reindeer. Signal, the others ran towards it, yelling and throwing their spears. Om and I didn't have spears, but we yelled anyway. It was so exciting. A spear caught the reindeer in its side and it fell to the ground. That night we had a party to celebrate. We cooked the reindeer over a great fire and there was music and dancing. I joined in the air guitar. They had a big celebration when they caught the reindeer. So that tells me that they don't very often catch reindeer to eat as a big meal because they weren't that excited when they caught the fish. As the days became weeks, Om and her people taught me many things. I was very happy. Then one day, Om took me to a special place. We walked a long way until we came to the mouth of a cave. Om struck flint stones together to make a fire. She lit a torch and we went in. There he is learning lots of new things. And there's the cave. I wonder what's inside. Wow! So inside are lots of those Inside are lots of those beautiful paintings. It took me a moment to realise that animals were only paintings. In the flickering light of the torch, they looked real, as if they were running all around us. And that reminds me of when we read the first drawing story, and the boy was imagining that those animals were real on the walls of the cave. I went over and the tools and paints the artist had left behind and began to draw. Suddenly, I saw something move in the darkness. It was a bear, a big, ferocious cave bear. I shouted at Om to run and turned to face the bear with my spear. I felt very small. Suddenly, the ground gave way and I found myself falling down, down, down. I wonder where he's going to fall to. When I woke up, the bear had gone. So had Om. I rushed outside. The air felt different, warmer. I walked a long way, calling for Om, but never found her. So where do we think he's ended up? Instead, I found I was back home. When I told my family what happened, they didn't believe me. They said I'd only been gone a few hours and I must have fallen asleep and dreamt it. Years passed, but I never forgot my friend Om. I'm an archaeologist now. That's me in the glasses. Everywhere I go, I look in the past for signs of Om, and I never stop learning from her and her people. Was it a dream? Maybe. Maybe not.